Hi, and thank you for tuning in to Dani Changg. So my channel is basically about relationships, and not only the relationship between you and your significant other, but also all of the relationships in your life. So your mom, your brother, the guy at work, everybody. And just how to better navigate them. Today's topic is how to avoid a situationship. For those who don't know what a situationship is, I asked my mom and she's like, I can kind of guess what it is. And basically a situationship is when you're moving with someone almost as if you guys are in a relationship and you're getting like relationship like feelings, but you're really not in a relationship. He or she really has made no commitment to you. And I think it's very easy for a lot of people to fall into this. So I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make sure you steer clear of this type of person. Number 1, if he says he's not ready, or if she says she's not ready, please just believe them. Like, if they even say it a couple months down the line, just believe them, let them go. Because if they say that they're not ready, trust me, they're either really not ready or they just don't want you. And people will use various excuses. I've even heard of people saying, oh, I'm trying to reconnect to God and things like that. And they're with somebody else. So really just take that at face value and keep it moving. Number 2, I say do state what you're looking for, because what you're looking for is only going to scare someone that's not ready to do the things that you want to do. So I just use this example because it's something that I had wanted. If you do want a kid, I think state that. The people that are going to be afraid of you stating that are people that either, again, don't want a kid or don't really want it with you. So then you guys are not lining up, You could take the chance. That might just happen, but then they might just peace out. So my advice would be to just state what you want up front. Either they take it or they don't, and at least you know sooner opposed to later. Number 3, I think it's so important for people to know their deal breakers, because once you know that, you can just avoid the people who are doing things that are deal breakers for you. If it's a deal breaker for someone to still be living at home with their parents, then boom, if they're at home with their parents, you don't talk to them. You should know what your deal breakers are. And in saying that, also be sure to be realistic. If they're going to med school and they still live at home, cut them a break. They have a reason. Basically what I'm saying is hey, if they're 40 and they're still at home, and that's your deal breaker, don't bother. But if they're 26 in med school, maybe you can make an exception. Number 4, do look at the big picture. So think of what you want for your life, and does this person fit in well? Look at the big picture of things and not just how things feel in the moment. If you're talking to someone for a while and months and months, and nobody knows you, you don't know a friend, you don't know a cousin, you haven't met parents, start to notice that's a red flag. He or she is not trying to let you into their life or let you know any of their people. And also be cautious of who it is you're meeting. If you're only ever meeting friends, you're never meeting no family members, although he is actually someone who's close to this family, after a while, pick up on the fact that, hey, he's not introducing you to them for a reason. Obviously, initially, no one's going to just, boom, 1 month, introduced to my mom. But you're dating 6 months plus and you haven't met nobody, come on now. This one gets me every time. If they are living with their ex and they say, oh, it's for the kids or just temporary or we're not together, please, please, please tell me we are too grown to actually believe this. Okay, and even if it is true, he or she needs to clean up their mess, before you can entertain them in any serious way. So not to say you can't keep them as a friend on the back burner while you continue to date other people, but you definitely cannot be putting your all into this person until they get their stuff sorted out. If they don't speak of a future with you, if you notice them saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, never we, never, oh, I could see us, oh, we should plan a trip. These things just show forward thinking and that the person is actually planning for you to be in their life in the future. If you never hear that, then you gotta stop and really think about it and realize that they don't see you in their future. So don't get yourself caught up in that. Most importantly, do not talk too long. I get so much pushback on this because some people say, you know, persistence, you know, sometimes wins and whatnot. I think that time that you're putting in the persistence with this person who clearly isn't that interested in you, you could be using to build something with someone new who's gonna actually not take you for granted. So my thing is, I think talking for 3 to 5 months at max. Number one, you get a good sense of who the person is because it's hard for people to keep up a facade much longer than that. And also by that time, they should be able to know you enough to know if they want to take it to the next level. So my thing is, you can set your own date, but I think that 3 to 5 months is crucial. That's kind of the make or break point. I don't think I could continue to talk to someone over 5 months without receiving some type of commitment. Not to say I haven't in the past, like when I was young and being stupid, but definitely now I could not, if I was single, see myself doing that and just entertaining someone for a year. I can't imagine wasting that much time with someone who doesn't even result in a relationship. So if you follow these steps, I think you can drastically reduce the chances of you ending up in a situationship. One thing I always remember is I can't remember who it was that told me. I think it was someone in the church I used to go to when I was a teen, but just like protect your heart, guard your heart. I believe it's also in the Bible. And I think that it's so true. You don't want to put yourself through too much trauma. So this can save you a lot of trauma and a lot of heartache. If you have any other advice, please leave it down in the comments. Let us know if you've ever been in a situationship or if you're currently in one right now. And thank you once again for tuning in to Dani Changg.
Never thought I could be so unselfish, 'cause I gave you everything. Gave you all that I had, now you want someone else.
And I think that a lot of people are just straight too picky. Everyone has to realize everyone has flaws. You have flaws, I have flaws.